Hello guys, it's good to be back. Welcome in to some tarot with Running from Sugar. I'm Miranda. You can call me Miranda, you can call me Sugar. You can call me Running from Sugar. I don't care. We've got our juniper here going. Alright guys, I love the smell of juniper. I think I mentioned before, it's a little different than cedar. It's falling apart also. It's okay. Locally sourced anyway. I'm going to set this out of the way. I've actually I've been fasting for the day, minus what I just now brewed. I'm having a chocolate chai latte. Now, I've been very transparent about not being sugar-free at the present. However, I'm trying to revert back to healthier eating. And in the words you hear me talk about Nolan all the time, of my past friend, clean the fish tank slowly. So maybe someone is wanting to transition into some other form of dieting. And transition slowly. Don't let the body go into straight shock. Sugar, that's is keto based. There's different forms of keto: carnivore, dirty keto, regular keto. A lot of keto products are not even actually keto, but that's a whole nother thing. Quintessentially, is that the second time I've said that word? It feels like it is. So maybe that word means something to somebody. Basically, that word made me even forget where I was going with this. Your body either runs off sugar for fuel or fat for fuel. So if you're having sugar, the sugar is your primary fuel source. Anyway, it's not sugar-free. However, I love chocolate chai latte. So here's what you do. Chai tea bags, steep your own, boil the water, super quick, okay? Heavy whipping cream. About whatever your liking is in the thickness of it, but I'd say a little under a fourth cup, if even. Because heavy whipping cream goes far. You can always add more. You've got one of those whisks or one of those automatic stirrers that we all should have, or a lot of us have today. If we don't have it, spoon works super fast. Back and forth motion actually gets stuff going faster, and then twirl in circles. Anyway, yeah, heavy whipping cream and sugar substitute of choice is what you have on hand. I would probably, if it were me right now, you just quickly use some liquid stevia. That was stevia leaf only. You gotta check the back of that shit too. Anyway, enough with that. I was just explaining what I'm having here. And that you can still have your favorite stuff sugar-free too. Okay? So, I was going through all of my decks here. I was. And making sure to do a really good pre-shuffle. I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use. I thought I knew. I'm still going to use some of the ones I originally wanted to, but in the midst of my shuffle, towards the end of that, when I was kind of cleansing things out and such, some cards popped out of several different decks. One deck that I actually usually own for endings or on the videos or just to pull an inspirational type card, but it has a message on it. So first I was shuffling the Light Seers Tarot, and this and another card, the Ace of Swords. Now I don't have the Two of Swords out here, but this one came out 3 times, so I'm like, okay. The Two of Swords came out twice. I did put it back in the deck. I figured if I do use the deck to pull more from the Lysis Tarot, which I probably will, since this is what wants to speak today. Ace of Swords. Okay. This is where you are. This is a collective reading. A general reading. Yes, so take what's for you and leave the rest as you are commonly told. I am not just a reader. I also listen to other readers, and I can tell you they are picking up on my energy, but not all of their message is for me. So this is where you have to use discernment. If you've got some crazy shit happening in your life, you know it, usually. Unfortunately. But that's besides the point. If you're uncertain, you can use it for validation. Originally, I didn't really want to utilize sun signs when I was doing my own readings, but you kind of have to with the tarot because the two, symbolisms go hand in hand. It's just that the problem with it is when people hear a sun sign, they attribute it to the only person they know that has that sun sign. So here I am in asking you guys to think deeper. Do what someone once told me to do. Take inventory. Maybe you need to hear that today. Take inventory. So, anyway, this is where we are. Okay, so we're in the upright. So we're using our critical thinking. You've got some clarity, maybe some new ideas. You see how she's taking that deep breath. It's like a stroke of genius moment. Sorry. Okay. Notice how she got that nose pierced too. I gotta get mine re-pierced. Stroke of genius kind of moment. She's just in her intellectual power. You see the light coming from that. And also notice the spiral that I've talked about in the past. Okay? The spiral is kind of in everything. Also, as someone who has a rare ear disease, this is also kind of a depiction of what your inner ear looks like as well. Okay? So, trust yourself. You're determined. This is also depicting being conscious of everything that's going around you. And then, I forget the name of this deck. I'm not going to look for the box, however. Divine timing is important. So, I'm going to just divine timing is the influence that you're waiting on. You're really in your, mind, your memory, your thought, your communication is clear, but divine timing is still coming in. Even if you've had a stroke of genius moment, like she has, and maybe divine timing is coming in. We'll see. So, I'm going to say what held you back in your... Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I have been doing a lot of cleaning today. I think that you have fear that you've burned bridges. Wait a minute. It says lack of trust, disloyal, and turned back on. So, okay, you've had a lot of people turn their back on you. They're the ones that burn the bridges with you. Because obviously you're not. You're in your Ace of Swords kind of developmental kind of mode. Divine timing's at play. Okay? And you've got some people that have burned some bridges. So maybe you're worried about the people that's burned the bridges with you. Because you have lack of trust. And probably rightfully fucking so, is my guess. Oh, I curse. And the channel is not meant for kids. I'm just putting that out there now. So, and you've had to deal with disloyal people that's to fucking turn their back on you. It's okay though. I mean, and you had been daydreaming in the past. You've had your head in the clouds, delusional hopes and dreams. You wish things would work out, or maybe someone else is the one that's delusional hopes and dreams, sitting over here fucking daydreaming and wishing about you. And that's why you have some motherfuckers wishing and daydreaming. They're wishing and hoping and dreaming. Oh, I've got some songs for you in case it lines up. But I had several different songs that wouldn't even, some I hadn't heard since 1996. So we'll see if that's pertinent to this reading or which songs are to have come in to me today. So someone's delusional and got their fucking head in the clouds. It's obviously not her. I mean, this right here is a stroke of genius moment. That's only waiting on divine timing. You got your liar wanting to come in. Okay? Stay away from this daydreaming, head in the clouds fuck, because the power of your life lies in the presence of the now. I hope you know, as someone who has several copies of Power of Now. No, for real though. And that is a hard read. It's an Eckhart Tolle book. Some people can read his books. Some people may be better off doing it in audio, and some people may just not be able to. But The Power of Now, I absolutely love. Is that glaring? Hang on, let me get situated here. Get up so that you can actually see the card and read the card. The victory pose. You see the spirals and the circles. Hang on, man. Got an opening up and the... Sorry, I get up in the camera like I do. I bet. Let me move my face off the camera because I really want you to see these. Do you see that? It's like something's swirling around this here, and something's opening up as... Where's my glasses? As the person is receiving. You have to be in receiving mode. And that is the... my friend Nolan used to do this all the time. I have the most amazing picture of him in the, winner stance. Winning stance. It's actually a little bit different. It was with your hips for women, and your legs spread. This person with the victory pose. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to go out and, just let the light hit you and do your victory pose with your arms out wide. Maybe that's something you need to do. Yeah, one of the last pictures not one of the last, but one of my cherished pictures is when I went out to Van Nuys and visited him where he lived in California. And somewhere before we were up towards the Hollywood sign, we stopped off of, I guess it may have been, is that Mulholland Drive that we were on, probably? I don't really fucking know. And we stopped, parked our car, and he played music and stuff. And then we walked around, of course, and so the scenes are in sights. And there's this hill moment where he's looking over all these beautiful houses, and the sun is literally as if the sun was beaming down from right there. See? And, this card looks a little bit more shadow and gray, but just think of those sun rays beaming down on him. And I've got that picture of him in that pose with that sun, and you can see how the rays scatter on him when he's doing that. So maybe someone needs to practice doing what he did. Maybe I need to practice it more. And maybe we all need to realize the power of now. And there is nothing but right now. Yesterday is gone. And tomorrow is not here yet. But this video is fucking timeless. So take it whenever you see it. I do plan for you to be seeing it on Sunday. This coming Sunday. To be exact. On the 21st. Which is the spring equinox, I believe. Oh no, that Saturday is the 21st. Well, it's already today. So happy spring. My bad. Tomorrow will be the first full day of... Yeah. Symbolic season's coming upon us, and Easter is very early this year. Okay, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. As we get closer to Easter, I'll talk more about the history of Easter, because you know I love to do that shit. Okay, back to, we've got our Ace of Swords. Waiting on divine timing with your stroke of inspiration. You've got some motherfucker that's daydreaming about you with some that's already burned their bridges. Because they've been disloyal. Why are you going to trust somebody, like, if they've already proven that they're disloyal? You're in your now, just waiting on divine timing to take play. Don't let somebody that has already broken your trust back in. Action. I'm sorry, we live in a world where words do matter. They're powerful. But when it comes to love, love is a behavior. And also you can't just douse money on a person and call it love either, just to be very clear. That's trying to buy someone. So, if you help someone and you think that they owe you, that's a problem within you. Don't be helpmaking them. Be a miser instead. Ask them to bury you with it. No, it's just me saying that experience is more important than money while you're here on this earth. And there's plenty to go around for everyone. Everybody wants a lack mindset. So let's go to, let's clarify what's going on here. I mean, do we really want to know about this person that's coming in and burn bridges? Okay, we're just going to do this. Tentative gibberish. That's what I'm called to use right now. I mean, I've got all pretty of his decks. I see people that mix them, and I want to do it so bad, but my OCD just says, oh God. I love that, though, because it makes for so much more clarification. On, like, well, not clarification, but, well, clarification and validation, because you got the whole jalopy, I guess. I don't know. The whole jalopy. That ain't something I say. I don't even know where that, is it like a New York type wording? Maybe that's relevant. Come on, let me know something. Come on. It's not the deck. I'm not supposed to use this deck today. Come on. Who's in there? Whoa. Inspiration. I said, who's in their inspiration? the High Priestess. I mean, I'm sorry, but I know there are two different cards, and the Ace of Swords can go along quite well with this, actually. But do you see something that's depicted in both the cards? The eye opening. Oh, yeah. Just saying. All you gotta do is wait on divine timing. Don't worry about these people that broke your trust. Fuck that shit. I mean, yeah, no. Alright, but they're coming out in the reading. So what should we look out for about these people? Tell me about the people that has broken the priestess's trust here. Whoa. I guess some motherfucker's gonna let you know and be popping up and saying hello. Hi. Alright, guys. Who's this hello fella? Sorry, I'm just stretching. Hello fella. This is motherfucker that's daydreaming with their head in the clouds and they're fucking delusional because that's what's landed on their hopes and dreams. And my camera keeps turning. I'm sorry. I've got it plugged up and it keeps pulling on it over there. Yeah, you got this motherfucker over here. You're gonna pop back up because they're fucking deranged. Even though they know you don't trust them. They didn't turn your back on. They didn't turn their back on you, and you don't trust them. They're just loyal as fuck. But hello. Why are they coming to say hello? Is it because they're delusional? Because they know ain't no high priest is gonna take somebody that's gonna be burning bridges with their back like that. Okay. Yeah, no. Sorry, it's just not happening. That's just not in the nature of that layout. So, I mean, if I got some cross-watcher here, then sorry, the answer's no. I don't foresee that. You know, but take what you will. I mean, you know, and if you're not, if you want some who let you be the ex back, that's not trustworthy. You're good, man. Protection in the upright. You're protected from this shit. So why? But why do you need? Oh, because they're like fucking delusional. Oh God! Don't tell me some motherfucker. They just go pop the fuck up. Here we go. Oh dear, honey. Some delusional motherfucker is gonna pop up after they done burned the bridges. Been disloyal, lying motherfucker. Here we are with those false documents again. You go pop up and be like, oh, I'm sorry I stole your name. I'm sorry I thefted from you. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry I took money and lived off of it while I watched you struggle. Bitch, please. Documents, info, statements, and agreement. They made an agreement, guys, to do something against you. No wonder you don't trust them. Obviously, you're in your high priestess mode, so you're fully aware. You're waiting on divine timing. The power, you're in the now. I mean, you're not even worried about these fucks. And the reason I know that is because you're a starseed. So not only Are you a fucking got some major great idea? By the way, keep it to yourself until it's come to fruition. Okay? You're in priestess energy. You're fucking protected, yo. And you're a starseed. Can I, Listen, I'm trying to hold them all that I want you to see together, but I got so many fingers, yo. We'll do it like this. You're a protected starseed. That's a great idea. And you're in your high priestess energy. And divine timing's at play. The power of now. Maybe the moment's now because you are standing in your victory pose. Ooh. You're in your victory pose. Whoa. Y'all shouldn't be doing this shit. And you, because guess what else y'all did to the starseed? That's protected. You abused her. Are you dealing with some abusers? This gets my goose because I've dealt with shit like this. And you see the swords, like, well, I guess that's the inertia from the tomato that they're throwing at her. But so I like to advocate against abuse in general, but I also very much like to advocate against disability abuse. So maybe there's someone out here if somebody tried to sign a fake power of attorney, tried to be you, maybe you've dealt with a lot of abuse. Because I'll tell you one thing about abuse. You want to know what it'll eventually do? You have one thing you have no other choice but to sink or swim. And guess what? Looks like you swam. They wanted you to sink. It didn't happen. You want to know why they wanted you to sink? Because underneath the abuse is bondage. And they keep you bound up. Not only are the hands tied, but they wanted your mouth shut too. Maybe they've been attacking your throat chakra for all these years. One thing I personally learned that is it's interesting when you leave certain negative influences, the things that stop happening to you. Maybe you need to pay attention to that. Let's see what else comes out. And I'm sorry, guys, but you are protected. Do not let all this shit right here, all of this, don't worry about it. You're protected. You're in high priestess mode. Okay? You've got some great ideas. A stroke of genius moment. Do not let this stupid motherfucking shit interfere. It happens in my life all the time. I get it. It's hard not to. It's hard. It's really fucking hard. Spiritual warfare is real. Remind me to tell you what I opened the Bible about earlier. I'll just go grab it real quick, actually. As a matter of fact, after I pull another card. I feel the need to pull another card or two first. Can you give me any information about who this might be that wants your fucking ass in bondage? Who or who all? Shit, why did I have to say who all? And then like 12,000 things popped up. And this is how it pops out. So there's some things that's on the fence. We're going to read it. Yeah, change is gonna come. Sam Cooke is a song also. That was considered the song for I don't know. But go look it up. It's a really sad story what happened to him. He was shot in a hotel room. This was after the abolition of slavery. However, people were still segregated. And someone shot him. Why am I telling you this? Maybe somebody's gonna get shot. I don't know. But in a hotel room, he literally. Well, I'll just tell the story because it's coming to my head. So, Sam Cooke, "A Change Is Gonna Come." You know, that song became a very important song to lead that in that movement, and he was brave enough to travel and still put on shows in places that at the time were unsafe for him to be. Maybe you just need to change clothes. I don't know. Maybe you'll get to go shopping Pretty Woman style. I don't know. Something's going to change. He's looking at his watch, and you've got expectation, but you've already got divine timing out here, so relax. Be in the now. You've already got that out here, too. It'll all happen in divine timing. And on the fence, I don't know if I'm even going to take this on the fence. Came out sideways. Nah. Well, unless somebody's trying. It came out on the fence because these motherfuckers have been trying to block this for you. This makes me mad. Fucking fuck asses. You're abusers. Because what do abusers do? What, you daydreaming, motherfucker, because you can't be lying and thieving and stealing no more? You think you go pop the fuck up and do it again? No. Let me just help you, collective. Tell them the answer ain't blowing in the wind. The answer's motherfucking no. Get going. Peace the fuck out. C'est la vie. Because for you, they are trying to block you from having actual money. They don't want you to have freedom. Did you not see the bondage card? Jeez. People. I don't understand people. So y'all are trying to block her from money? You've got a high priest with protection who's got change in the now. Divine timing's on her side. But y'all motherfuckers are still trying to block her money. On the fence. You're still trying to block someone's fucking ascension? You're trying to block someone's fucking divine masculine. I got an itch in my left ankle. Maybe that's important. Or maybe something bit me. Yeah. Unexpected money on the fence. What, are you trying to block information about some money that's coming the way of the rightful person? Because after all, this person over here that's protected, that's got this genius stroke of idea, that's in priestess mode, high priestess energy. Change is gonna come. What else are you holding in bondage? Oh, you're doing it via love spells. So, sweetening spells. Trying to make somebody sweet on you so that you don't get to be cast aside as somebody, and since they're in their high priestess mode, or they not tolerate your shit anymore. High priestess doesn't tolerate that shit. So, you know. I guess they didn't drink your little bottle of love potion number 9. Alright, let's see where some music came in on this. You know, I gotta take these off. I got new glasses yet. I ain't gonna use some of the other decks. I think that was pretty fucking self-explanatory. Hang on just one second. I want to go get my Bible out of here because I wanted to do that real quick and I'll forget it. Do not. How do I pause? Okay. I guess I can put my glasses on. Right. Y'all are like, bitches all up in that camera. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright. And I'm back. Say dun, 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 dun. And I'm back. I didn't do that right at all. James Brown. Anyway. So, what did I open it up to the other day? Right now, for some reason, I have it on. Opened at Isaiah 11. Maybe somebody wants to read that for some reason. Okay, sorry, I won't do this to you. That's kind of fucked. That is not what. So I went to open to Psalms 91, right? Just to be honest, why? Where is the Psalms I had? This is not what I opened to. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Or no. I don't know which Psalms I was looking for. It's irrelevant, but I started with from 119, line 74 from this is Teth, Joe, and there's Zane. I know I kept pulling things out of the Bible with the name David, especially in Psalms. So I'm going to create I've got my Oh Honey Tarot for my personal readings. Like, I've got actual personal cards that I've created too. I just haven't been using them much. I will start using them a little more. And I'm going to do a separate deck with names in them. And the first name going in that, because it's been coming to me for the past 3 days, is the name David. It's already written on a card. So for whatever reason, maybe David is somebody important to you. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, okay? But when I opened it up, I realized it went from verse 74, and the last verse on the other page is 144. I just thought that was interesting numbers, and yeah. I know people are shocked Miranda's got Bibles. Yes, well, yes, I do. Where's my other one? I had the Catholic Bible. I had a point to show you guys, but maybe I took it in there too. I'm not getting back up. Yeah. I'll bring it back in here later. It's solid white. And plus I've got my, the big giant Catholic Bible. And I've got the one with mine. This is just your base. This is your, of course, your King James version. This is actually my parents' Bible that I was got for them when they were married. It's got their names inscribed, so. Anyhow. Yes, Miranda has multiple Bibles. The King James Version has less verses or less whatevers than the Catholic Bible. The Catholic Bible has less than the Ethiopian. The Ethiopian's not been properly translated. There is one company that sells as if it has. I don't think it has. However, you can purchase what they have. Like, I've got the Gospels of Judas, the Gospels of Thomas, the Gospels of Mary. What they did find in the Nag Hammadi library, there are books that where scholars have tried to interpret that. If y'all are interested, I'm just throwing that out there. You can probably find it on Amazon. Just Google it. Okay. Yeah, just look it up. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Because really, oh, we were going to music. I just wanted to point that out about the Bible. It's a little bit different, and I just wanted to mention the numbers 74 to 144. For some reason, I felt that was pertinent, as well as the name David. Sorry, I didn't have the other Bible to show you the ones I kept opening up. My great granny Noy used to, my mom's grandmother, if there was ever a problem, she used to use the Bible for divination purposes as well, or whatever you want to call it, whatever tickles your fancy. But if you had a problem, or if you had a question, she would open the Bible up, and whatever she opened it up to, that was your answer. At least that's what my mom does it. So, let's see what we've got here in our music, and some stuff I've saved, if anything's relevant, because I've had 2 days where I was doing stuff, and let's see what started today. Well, I've been doing stuff all day, so we don't want to go back that far, do we? Let's just go back for this reading. I am going to point this out. This keeps coming up no matter what, so this song, and I don't know what the pertinence would be to any of this. Maybe there's going to be a movie made about your fucking life. There ought to be one about mine. Anyway, I said that so southern. Oh my God. So it's Ragdoll by Aerosmith. This came out in a random play. This came out in 2 different playlists. One of which I was just recently playing that I just took a picture of. I didn't think I put that in that playlist. So it's Ragdoll living in a movie, Hot Tramp, Danny's Little Cutie. Yours are fine. They'll never see you leaving by the back door, man. Hot time, get it while it's easy. Okay, I won't do that. I'll do that whole thing. Okay. Out of Love, Alyssa. Okay, are some of these songs I hadn't heard before. I won't tell you I'm lonely because it may be selfish. I won't ask you to hold me because that won't mend what's helpless. That's not a thing I could say. So all I know is that person over here daydreaming about how they fucked you over. Just trying to give you little sweetening spells come your way. That's probably a message of and the song's called Out of Love, so they're gonna try to tell you they did it out of love. Roses and Gold by Bryce Savage. Oh, this makes probably Nolan coming in talking to me high on the download. Yeah, THCA only, guys, because that's what's legal in my state, and I'm not ashamed of that. And that's all I do, ever have done with smoke. Anyway, maybe this pertains to someone else too. Maybe someone really likes butterflies. Maybe someone needs to, maybe someone sent you a butterfly. She likes butterflies and getting high, staying up all night and drinking wine. She likes roses and gold, and she likes roses and gold. She likes butterflies and getting high. I was gonna say, yeah, if you ever hear Nolan's song, High on the Down Low. Come on, take a trip with me somewhere in East Tennessee. We're cruising under the pines. Something. I'll have to find, I don't think he actually released that one, but I've got video of it, so I might try to find. It keeps pointing at my bookshelf, and I'm sorry, guys. It's just a shitty vantage point because I'm trying to make sure the phone don't die. I can probably unplug this shit. Sorry. Okay, my bad. There we go. It's wobbly. I'm crooked. It is what it is. Alright. Is that a little better? No, not really. I've got stuff I need to set up to make this better for you guys. Oh, fuck. I'm about to knock over cards and everything. Sorry, y'all gotta look at my handprint for a minute. I'm OCD. Well, it's just gonna have to be a little crooked today. Whatever. Okay. I've already went through most of the reading. We're validating, so. Okay. So whoever's doing all this shit, you know, trying to block your money, your divine masculine, and hold you in bondage, you're good. You want to know why? Because you worked on yourself. All that abuse and that shit they put you through, you start with you. And maybe someone else needs to start with themselves. Maybe, especially the person that's over here daydreaming and sending you love spells that was your abuser, that, like, well, yeah, they really need to start with themselves, because the delusional, this delusional fucking behavior, get that. Treating people like that is not normal. Go get yourself some help. I'm not even playing. Like, this is not normal. Some of the things that people have done to people out there, and I don't comprehend it. Every single day, that would be my biggest struggle, is comprehending that, because we have to understand, in this world, not everyone loves like we do. And it's a really sad thing. And, you know, daily I'm flabbergasted by the lack of awareness of people, but I think I've spoken on that before too, so I won't go out a rabbit hole. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel good, real good. Going to make a difference. Going to make it right. As I turn up the something on my, I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat. I see the kids on the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind and ignore their needs? They follow the pattern of the wind you see, because they've got nowhere to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, because no lesson could have been any clearer. If you want to change the world, because if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Okay, that was the message from that song. Okay. The chain. Does somebody need to do some cord cutting? Cord cut this shit. I don't care if it is your ex, your mama, your daughter, your daddy, your dog. If someone has been disloyal to you and been keeping you in bondage and blocking you from unexpected money, abusing the shit out of you, frauding your ass, thinking they go pop up and say hello because they's doing some sweetening spells. They think you're stupid. Boy, I hope they watch him, because heads up, she in High Priestess energy. I wouldn't. And she's protected, because that means she really ain't got to do shit. Ancestors has got her back. Spirit guides got her back. The Most High has her back. You might want to go look at the man in the mirror. Because somebody's asking you to change your ways. Because they don't want to be chained to you. And it looks like they're cutting cords. Maybe somebody needs to watch the sunrise. This is where we start. I won't try to sing it. Watch the sunrise. Run the shadows. Damn your love. Damn your lies. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying, you will never break the chains. Never break the chains. 'Cause if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying, you will never break the chains. Dun dun, never break the chains. I thought you was gonna never break the chains. 'Cause chains keep us together. Running in the shadows, chains keep us together. In the shadows. Somebody's running in the shadows, hiding. You don't know who it is, or they think you don't know who it is, but you're in high priestess energy. So, working on yourself, being in the power of now, making the change. They need to too. They need to start with the man in the mirror, stop fucking with you. I don't know why people do this. This is a good song. I like this song. Feel something. Someone is over here daydreaming, feel bad, but maybe this is them or maybe this is you. We don't know. Feel Something by Pink. Usually break the things that I love. Usually break the things that I love. Build them up too high just to watch them fall down. Somebody's waiting on the other shoe to drop. Sins of my father are heavy. Carry the weight on my back. Sins of my father are heavy. Carry the weight on my back. Something. Thought by now I'd be ready to love myself, to love each other with open arms. But I'm not ready to love yet. I'm not ready for this. My feet is tired, but still I still keep running. I do it again and again and again, and I find nothing. That's because somebody's been trying to block your shit, lady. Or dude, whoever you are, in your flow, in your now. Put it where it belongs for you. If you've watched Tarot before, you know the drill. I ain't gonna be your mama here. So yeah. I want to, I don't know. I want to hear this song. Maybe it's because I like it so much. But it's been a minute, and I forgot I even took a picture of that. And I don't know, but apparently the last song that pops up, recently searched, that came to my mind is, I listened to, and maybe this is important, maybe it's funny for you too, Abracadabra by Queen Herbie, Civil War by Guns N' Roses, Dreamweaver. These are things that just came to me, by Gary Wright, which may have to do with something. Electric Avenue, Eddie Grant. Strong Enough to Bend, Tanya Tucker, and We Don't Stop by Youngblood. There's one I took by I think it's And You Don't Stop the Walls group. I don't know what. No, I don't think any of those was the song I was looking for. And then I ended up with a LL Cool J song. But that is another reading. We will do that another reading because that picked up on somebody's let's get it on kind of shit. And that ain't me. Your girl over here, single as it can be. We go with that. We in our happy priestess mode. So ourselves. We ain't trying to. Nope. Or our Seven of Swords. Actually, that would be more of the Queen of Pentacles. Focusing on getting your shit done. using your brain and not letting just the heart lead. But you're in Hierophant mode, so that tells me you've got all the queens, be it, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, just all of it builds to one. You want all attributes balanced, so you're balanced, bro. And it's the now. Oh, I was gonna do that song. See, what is it about that song that don't want me to hear? Or maybe there's nothing, it's just me being distracted. Or maybe someone needs to actually hear this song. But I can't, I don't want my shit to get bye-bye before ever. Break the things that I love. Usually break the things that I love. And build them up too high just to watch them fall down. Sins of my father are heavy. Carry the weight on my back. Right now, I'll be ready to love myself and to love each other with open arms, but my heart's not ready to love. Not ready for this. Because somebody's blocking it. Keep running. I do it again and again. My feet are getting sore, but I keep running. I do it again and again and again, but I found nothing. My heart to the wolves, and they tore it open. Again and again and again, and I got nothing. Again and again and again, till I feel something. This has to do with that post I posted today. Rooms, but I closed all the curtains. White room, but I closed all the curtains. It's only a matter of time for the good starts hurting. Starts hurting. Mama said all the bad things you do in the closet start overflowing. You got a house full of problems. Good tree dies, bad fruit starts falling. Oh, that's deep. Sore, but I keep running. I do it again and again and again, but I found nothing. I gave my heart to the wolves and they tore it open. Again and again and again, I've got nothing. I feel something. Sorry, it's music now. But yeah, so basically I'm feeling, it does, so there's father issues or father involved. I'm sorry if that's the case. A father figure. But she does it again and again and again until she feels something. She doesn't give up. No matter if her feet is tired. But still, she still keeps running. And that's how you got in your priestess mode. If it's Love by Train, come on, I'm not going to start a new loop of songs because I've already got my thing going. What I meditated on prior to this reading and doing all my stuff. So I've done a lot of that today. Guilty as sin. He sent me down. I can't do it. He sent me Downtown Lights. I hadn't heard it in a while. My boredom's bone deep. The cage was once just fine. Am I allowed to cry? I dream of cracking locks. And then I skipped, and then we went to, and I screenshotted this part after that. Something visions. Am I bad or am I mad or am I wise? What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? One slip and I'm falling back into the hedge maze. Oh, what a way to die. I keep recalling things we never did. Someone get in your head and ghost you? Are you, what is this? Limerence? Is that what that's called? That is when, I think I'm using, it's not, it wouldn't be, yeah, limerence. Limerence is when you have the easy capability of falling in love with something that's not actually real. And it develops from needing that in childhood when you didn't get it. It's kind of a trauma thing. So you're able to, I had to deal with this myself not long ago, I think. But I had to recognize it. Yeah, when you're constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop and you have no safety and security, you learn to long for yet still love the very parent you don't have, even though they're right in front of your face and they're not that person, which develops it later on in adulthood, limerence. So for instance, say you could get hung up on somebody and create a whole narrative in your head that has nothing to do with you. You know, like, what if he's only written mine on my upper thigh in my mind? And that's about fantasizing about something that's not real. So that's what I'm picking up from that. So don't fall into that trap. I'm seeing visions. Am I bad or mad or wise? What is it? What if he's written mine? I want to make. Why did I take that so many times? Then we got a song by Doja Cat. Kiss Me More. Baby, hold me, cause I like the way you groove. Ooh, you got somebody coming in. Or maybe this has to do with the other reading that was coming in. I'm like, that might be. Y'all stay tuned for that one. Because I'm going to pull on those. Not my expertise doing some kind of... But what I was picking up. Somebody's got some loving deving going on. Maybe coming their way. Baby, hold me, cause I like the way you groove. Boy, you write your name. I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. La 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 la. Okay. I can't do this, do you? I'm the Walrus by the Beatles. My daughter hates me for that. When I was younger, I went through different stages of genres of music. Like, I was that weird kid that, oh, back in the day, yes. I lived when there was cassette tapes. So most people don't realize. Okay, so there used to be this infomercial that advertised you get all the music from the 1940s, 1930s, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s. It was this big to do. I don't know. Did Clark have something to do with it, maybe? I don't know. It was this massive collection. And it lasted so long they kept doing it that it went all the way from cassettes to CDs became popular. I'm 45, y'all. Listen. I don't care. For 45, I'm not doing too bad. So, I'm not mad. Right now, I'm looking at two words, though. Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. And the song Friends by Marshmello and Anne Marie. I don't know what that one is. I know what the first one is, obviously. What was I looking up? Oh. So my daughter's well educated in good music, however. She hates the Beatles because I guess I was going through that stage back when she was younger. Oh. We are all together. See how they fly like pigs from the sky. See how they fly. I'm crying on a cornflake, waiting for the band to come. Pointing, I'm gonna say, man, you've been a naughty boy. You let your hands go long. Okay, man, you've been a naughty boy. You let your face go long. I am the ape man. I am the walrus. Oh, I am the ape man. Again. I am the walrus. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Sitting, policemen sitting, little policemen in a row. It's hard for me to do this one without it being loud. See how they fly like Lucy in the sky. See how they run. Someone was trying to go on the run. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm crying. Yelling mother mustard. I can't do it from a dead, dripping from a dead dog. I can't. What the fuck y'all doing to some animals? Crumble like a fish, pornographic priestess. You've been a naughty girl. You let your knickers down. I am the walrus. Okay, if you want to hear the rest of I Am the Walrus, and I butchered half the song anyway, and I know that because I actually know the lyrics, just pulled up on whatever music app you listen to if you feel like that resonates at all. Now, I pulled this in Readings Back in my own deck because it's a song that I love by Nolan's daughter, Kay. But we're going to read the lyrics that came up. One thing I know. Well, I was told to read the good book by people who weren't kind. And I was told to tell the truth by the mouths that spoke the lies. I went to church every Sunday, and I prayed with sinning hands. I left the pews confused by what I saw. I could never understand. But if there's one thing I know, you're a God who is kind. I can tell by the way you shaped my heart and colored my eyes. I want you to hear the other lyrics to that, so let's go in here. Yeah, we went straight from I Am the Walrus to K-Song. Like, yeah. Obviously, this has got to be a message for somebody in the collective. Or inspiration. Or entertainment. I don't really know. Was told to read the good book by people who weren't kind. She was told to tell the truth by the mouths that spoke those lies. Every Sunday. I went to church every Sunday and I prayed with sin in hands. And I left confused by what I saw and could never understand. But if there's one thing I know, you're a God who is kind. I can tell by the way you shaped my heart and colored my eyes. Where there's freedom to be found, there's been plenty grace here too. If there's one thing I know, I am known by you. Isn't that beautiful? To the Most High, I'm known by you. Well, I fell far from, oh, chills. I fell far from the tree and learned to see you in the valley. I built a home on the mountains that I was told I'd never see. I still go to church on Sundays, and I pray with trying hands. I'm so proud of this girl. There's quite a few things I think that I'll never understand. But if there's one thing I know, you're a God who is kind. By the way you shaped my heart, I will cry, and colored my eyes. Where there's freedom to be found, there has been plenty grace there too. If there's one thing I know, I am known by you. I can't do that. If there's one thing I know, you're a God who's kind. Can't tell by the way you shaped my heart and colored my eyes. There's freedom to be found. There's been plenty grace there too. It's 1:11 and 40 seconds. You're protected, my dear. Other songs came in, but I don't think it's related. I think that moves on into, I think that right there is just good enough to end that with. So, I hope everybody has enjoyed their weekend. There's Friday, there's Saturday. We're moving into Sunday, and it will probably be later in the day that you see this video. I love you guys. Don't worry about things. Be in the now. Do you? Keep prayed up. If there's one thing I know, you're known by the Most High. I think we were just told that. And somebody might be getting married. I've never heard this in my life. And the thunder rolls. I don't know if you hear that, but I hear that. And that's thunder. Tennessee, we went through our not dogwood, redbud winter, when all the pink reddish bud starts going. It went 80 degrees, then perfect few days where it was in between that, and then and we got snow, and then now it's warming up, and then of course rain again. But the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night. It's been a minute. That's a Garth Brooks song, and they're hard to find because he did something really, really smart. Kept all the rights to his songs and made them disappear for a while. Talk about coveted. Either way, I don't know this song, but when I went from, after listening to that song, this song came up. Maybe y'all want to listen to it. I'm not going to at the moment. Maybe when I get done with the reading. Downtown Girls, Marry That Girl. Little Do Flame. Listen. Somebody got their eye on that high priestess. That's a good person. Maybe somebody's telling you marry that girl. She's worth it. I don't know. Or maybe they're just daydreaming because they fucked up and burned all those bridges and did all this bullshit. And there is some of this going on, so be wary. Discernment. But I don't foresee that not to be the case. I mean, you've got this genius strike. You're protected. Don't worry about it. They can't block unexpected money. They can't continue the abuse. They didn't realize I was fucking with a starseed. Touch not my anointed motherfuckers. You'll get your expected inheritance money or whatever it is that they took from you. Because they obviously took something. There's paperwork over there. And the change is going to come. Sam Cooke. Look it up. I used to watch something on the History Channel that y'all that might like, where I watch all kinds of weird shit. I'm full of useless information, but go watch. And it was done some time ago. I don't know. You can probably find it on Prime, either through National Geographic or the History Channel, but just Google, find out where you'll find it, where you can watch it. I don't know if it's Netflix, Prime, Hulu, whatever the fuck it is. It's called Drunk History. These people get a little tipsy and they tell the stories, the real life stories of these people. And it's the most entertaining thing. And they're not like teetotally lit, but, you know, just enough to let it come out in the most candid of ways, which is definitely my style. So let's end on something. I thought I was going to pull a Gypsy Witch tarot card, but I guess I'll wait. Yeah, I'm washing, you know, I've got my favorite cups, but they're not being washed. Bottled water. And then I'll stop here. 2 things. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Another Nolan thing. 3 drops. Alkaline water. It is difficult for cancer illnesses and such to survive in an alkaline body. So you want to alkalize your water. And your waters today do not have as much. So you can be drinking water, not be getting the hydration you need. So this has potassium in it. It also has selenium in it, which is really good for you. As well as your magnesium. This one's got even a little zinc. So this has all these good electrolytes in it. However, I'm not a doctor, but here's what I have to say about everything. Read the back. Cross-reference everything with any kind of vitamins you're already taking or any medications prescribed. Like for instance, in this, when I had my cancer surgery, I did stop taking this in my water. I didn't ask the doctors. I looked it up. Because, like, I ain't over here trying to die, bro, right? You know, I wouldn't have been going through the surgery to save my life to begin with if I was trying, you know. And selenium is not something you want to have in your system before being put under for surgery. So always cross-reference your vitamins with anesthesia if you're having surgery. Cross-reference your vitamins with your medicines and with each other. I also, if you need a reference of a doctor to get some good drops from, I use these, like I said, but Dr. Berg has some amazing medicines, and I like to use his trace minerals. I need to order them when I finally get around to getting everything else caught up. However, yeah, and he's got some good advice too if you have some health advice. So just Dr. Berg, B-E-R-G, Berg. I watched a lot of him back in my beginning of running from sugar days. That was like 9, 10 years ago, maybe now. Maybe No, it's definitely about 9 now. Because I remember saying 8 not long ago, but I don't know how much time passed this thing because I've had a hell of a 2 years. You know, if you've heard any of my story, yeah. All right, guys, let's see. Inspiration card. I just found something I didn't know I had. Sorry, I did not mean to just pause in silence. I know that was rude. And no, I'm not editing that out. I'm just not. Just know I found something that was exceptionally interesting. Let's go with affirmation cards. I like affirmation cards, especially since we've got our high priestess and all these bondage bullshit. Well, okay, I just need one. No, this is not, these are just affirmations. I'll need to give you 12. Today, I will persevere. Today, nothing will worry me. All my problems will pass in time. And it should bother you. Because remember the card I pulled? Why? Not only are you protected, I pulled that card, but divine timing is on your side. Divine timing. Don't fret. Today I will persevere. Today nothing will worry me. All my problems will pass in time. And they will. All your problems will pass in time. Have faith. Know you're loved. By me, by the Most High, by the collective. We're all part of each other, so. Alright. I hope everyone, you know, like I said, had a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, or if this doesn't load before then, I hope you enjoyed your Sunday. And I will get some more readings going. Let's see what's going on in the week, and let's go see what these other weird messages I was receiving were about. Stay tuned. See you soon.